So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. Finds a seam down the middle. And they can't jump to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They'll throw it. Finds his target, Gallup. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They're set up at the 35 now. It is caught left side. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Shaq Griffin finishing that play off. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. This drive has been excellent. A few shots now, it's starting with 6 as they come up on it, 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Throwing on 2nd and 6. The back's got it. That's a Cleveland touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Gonzalez connects on the point after. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Hey, smash Bronco.
Give now to the running back. And he'll do what he can. That carry gets to the 35-yard line. The rookie out of Alabama, there on the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Able to find Smith-Schuster here. It's a pickup of 11. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. He's out in the clear. And the Browns are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie, Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down, but even with that, they will take that football.
And he gets in, touchdown! The Browns get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Gonzalez now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Street. Go.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Go.
From the 27. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Steelers 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. He'll throw it yet again. Goddard makes the catch. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. It's a 2-score game early. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Finds him over the middle. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Oh, this big guy is moving! Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
60 by 6, 60 by 79 Broncos. Warriors 17. And track at 60.
They'll come out throwing. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down up at the 12-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
3rd and long for him here. That's caught for the 1st. Score! Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns take a 13-point lead. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready? Hey, check that. Street. Check go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
Ready up.
Back now, pressure on its way. That pass is caught by Bell. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. And it's the Steelers with a 4th and 2. They're going for this. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. Pick up a few as he heads out of bounds. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see, because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a 1st. Here's a give up the middle. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Trap 60, trap 60. Come on, set. Green, Lion. Ready.
From the 43. Completed over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
70 Lion. Go.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Throwing with a blitz on the way. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Blown back gets the handoff. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Now on 2nd and 10. He's on the move. That's taken in by Bell. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. Working quickly here. Pass play on 1st and goal. The back grabs it. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock, getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Putting a receiver in motion. Airing it out to start this drive. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking for a throw here. Chased out to his right. He's keeping it. He loses the football. Steelers have it, headed the other way. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. First and 10 from the 41. Throwing now, following the turnover. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the 2nd half. We're underway. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Hawk 70. Let's go now. Check go.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Let's go.
They give it to him again. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Only 2 yards on the run, and they're left with 3rd and 11.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Go.
He'll throw it. Called in left side.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Here we go.
And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense is they're not bold. That was a bold decision, one they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
Come on. Set.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Set. Ready.
Back back to the well again. And he finds his way up to the 47 before he stops. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Shut up. 19 Lion. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready?
Dialing up a pass here on 3rd down. Fell on the catch. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Set. Go.
They're throwing it. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe, maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Set. 18 Pioneer. Get up.
He's dropping back to throw. That pass complete to Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
Well, we have seen the value of a big, physical tight end. Just like that. Those post routes downfield so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around them.
Set go.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Looking to throw. Caught at the 20-yard line. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble. That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's 1st down.
Right there, right there. Hurt. Ready? Check. Hurt. Hurt. Hurt, hurt.
Simple dive up the middle. And he'll make his way down to the 16-yard line. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
Oh, get it. Let's go now.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. We'll see what they come up with for
Let's go. Ready, ready.
He's going to throw this one. Rolling left, buying some time. And he almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
Here's a give on 1st and goal. Is across the line for the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers take a 4th quarter lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Trap 60, trap 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 79 Broncos. Warriors, 70.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It is caught left side. And he'll get it up to the 27. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Back to 60, back to 60. Back to 60. Come back to 60, Maverick, 60. Big.
Man in motion here.
Go.
2nd and 3. Finds a seam down the middle. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns take a 4th quarter lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 18 rattle, 18 rattle. Get up.
Throwing from the gun. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting to completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready. Buffalo 18. Set go.
2nd and 10 now. Able to find Smith-Schuster here. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
You know, Kit, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By getting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Another carry for him. No one around. He's got space. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 4th quarter lead. Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. The extra point cracks off the upright and ricochets through. And the Steelers push their lead to 3. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. What a hit, and the ball's loose. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. And Pittsburgh's going to take this back.